Hey girl, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. My name is Asia with a Y, not an I. Over the last 4 to 6 months, I've gone down a deep rabbit hole, girl, on resale and vintage designer bags. If you've been following me for a while, you know I've had an addiction for shoes since I was a little girl. So my shoe collection is already overwhelming. My handbag collection needed a little bit more love, in my opinion. So today I'm going to be sharing with you all the resale and vintage shopping websites that I've purchased pieces from, as well as showing you some of the pieces. That way I can also share with you some of my tips and tricks on how I get the best buy and the best quality products for that amount. Starting with the RealReal. This is who I've been shopping with the most. Honestly, it's hand in hand with the RealReal and the other one that I'm going to tell you that I haven't really talked about, and I've kind of been gatekeeping to myself a little bit. The RealReal has been around for ages. A lot of people have been shopping with them. I bought one bag from them, I want to say like 10 years ago. So this is my first time really getting back into them this year. In the last 6 months, I purchased 4 bags from them, and I'm happy with all 4. My process for the RealReal, whenever I find a specific bag that I want or that I like, I look for the bag in detail. I see how many units that they have in said bag, and then I weigh the prices versus the condition back and forth to see what I'm comfortable with and see what I'm okay with actually having them sent to my crib. And then from there, I'll also jump back and forth with what bag I pick on the RealReal that I think I want to purchase, along with another resale website to see if one of them has a better deal and better quality on the other. So honestly, I'll have my eye on a specific bag. I'll favorite it on the RealReal under my profile, and then I'll just take my time to go back and forth and see if I want to pull the trigger on there. Here's 3 of the most recent that I purchased from them. This one, this Nano Fendi Baguette. Listen, girl, I get called out for it all the time, but I love a mini or a micro handbag. That's my thing. I don't want to be carrying an entire briefcase everywhere I go, okay? Last thing I want is somebody to think I got it on me. This is all I need on me, other than, you know, under the seat. It's literally like a classic Fendi Baguette. You have a little storage over here, a little storage over here. Has a little clip, and then it has a key ring so I can wear it as a key charm, which is what I've been doing lately. But it also, did I tangle it, child? This is how I know I should be getting nice things. Also comes with a crossbody strap, so you can easily wear it as a crossbody. If you just need to put a few cards in it, a little key fob, and a little lip gloss or a little perfume tester. Literally all I put in here, because that's all you really need, girl. These regularly retail for between $1,000 to $1,400. I got mine for $6,000. Came in perfect condition. Like, there's no issues and no errors with this whatsoever. The only thing is somebody else owned it before I did, and that's how I got a discount. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Second item I purchased this year from the RealReal. This one is something that I went back and forth with for about 2.5 to 3 weeks. I did that exact process that I was talking about, where I weigh it back and forth on the website between different units that they have of the same exact item, and then also compared what the RealReal had that I was pulling the trigger on almost, that another resale site had on theirs too. And I got the best deal, and the best deal out of this one. Look how beautiful. Not me. Hold on, girls, you take up a lot of real estate. The serial number ties this bag back to the 1990s. This bag is in such great condition. The patina on it, it doesn't look like it was heavily oiled up or heavily used. It will be cleaned a little bit, but there's not extreme spotting and anything on the inside of the bag, which is what I appreciate. Only downside I noticed with it was that the luggage tag has a little bit of spotting, which can easily be cleaned, but it's also embossed. But we're just gonna change that to something else. It says TN, so for now we're gonna say that. And then I'm also gonna have my cobbler add brass loops to each side so that I can get a strap to crossbody it whenever I'm carrying it to the airport. But to be honest with you, I may not even do that because I don't carry my own bags to the airport. My man do that, and he will carry this. I also recently ordered a 55 too. That one's not from the RealReal, it's from another website that I'm about to tell you about, but the 55 is gonna be for my partner, the 50 is for me. This one regularly retails now. These are like $2,200, I believe, if not $2,160. I got this for a couple of $100s. I feel like when I'm touching the canvas on these vintage Louis Vuittons versus the Louis Vuittons that I've been purchasing from the store, the canvas on here feels better. And the last bag that just arrived this week, I went back and forth with this specific bag and, what is it called? The Manhattan GM with the buckle. This one is the Manhattan PM, the vintage version. And look, same thing, girl. Patina looks phenomenal. It looks phenomenal. For this to be a bag that was made in 2005, the condition is amazing. Whoever had this bag took great care of it. There's no staining whatsoever on the suede inside of the bag. The canvas is still holding its original structure on the outside, and then the handles, the leather, The patina is so minimal. Hey girl, I see you. Even down to like the inside of the actual pockets. It just looks good. Whoever bought this bag for herself originally back in the early 2000s, my girl, I would love to see your collection now because you take care of your shit. The reason I opted for this one versus the other one was because the GM was huge. I'm not a big bag kind of girl. If I'm gonna have a huge bag, it's gonna be used for working purposes or traveling purposes only. I wanted this for every day. When this came out, this retailed for $1,400. It was listed on the RealReal for $835. I got this bag for $400. Yeah, girl, that's another thing about the RealReal. They do random sales on the website throughout random pieces every single day. Every single day. You'll see like a bag that you favorited. You'll see a bag that you were looking at 3 days ago go on sale for 10% off. Then you'll see it go to 15. Then you'll see it go to 25. And if it's been there for long enough, it will go to 50. Must have been there for a while because it went down to 50% off. Another hacker cheat code when shopping on the RealReal, anything that you have your eye on that you're like, I would love to have that in my collection, I just don't want to buy it yet, favorite everything. And once it's in your favorites, go back on there daily if you can or weekly and refresh to check and see if the prices have changed. That's exactly what I did with this exact style bag. Once I decided this was the size I wanted to go with over the GM, I favorited it in multiple different units. Some had different condition levels, and honestly, this was conditioned labeled as fair. This is giving very good, not fair. The only issue that's with this bag is right here. It has some wear and tear where I honestly thought it looked like somebody's dog just took a little nibble, jerky or something, but that's a simple problem that a cobbler can fix. If you don't know, a cobbler is the person that repairs shoes, can make shoes, or also repairs handbags and leather goods. If you're in the city of Houston and you need a good cobbler, try Houston Shoe Hospital. They repair shoes so fast and so well, but they also have done handbags of mine before. They also clean handbags and they can repurpose them. I did pull the trigger on another bag today on the RealReal. I had been looking at it for about 2.5 weeks. And when I tell you it was a bag that I had favorited, I had 4 different ones of the exact same bag in my cart. Well, not in my cart, but in my favorites, favorited. One of the 4 was marked 25% off as of this morning. When I tell you I checked that so quick, I'll show you that when it gets here. Fashionphile is also a great website to use. I currently don't have any bags that I've bought from them recently that I can show you. I don't have any ones that I've bought over the last... Actually, yes I do. Several over there, actually. You know what? We'll do a whole dedicated video for Fashionphile because there's a lot over there from Fashionphile. Yes, we do have a shopping problem by doing this, but at the same time, we also want to make sure we're saving money and getting the best bang for our buck. If it's gonna be in this house, it's gonna be in this house for a deal. This other website is one that I have not talked about on social media yet because I'm so protective of it. But I found out about it through social media, so who am I? I did not invent this website. It's essentially like an online estate sale website to me. That's what I look at it as. And the website is called Everything But the House. So I initially started shopping on this website after a friend of mine in the jewelry world told me about it, saying that she was able to buy like loose lab diamonds and natural diamonds for like a couple of $100s. And I don't know if you know, but a lot of designers out here are taxing on lab diamonds. And I love lab diamond pieces. I don't see nothing wrong with it because at the end of the day, we all going, so what do we need to be going diamond for diamond for? It's not that deep. My little jewelry tray with my necklaces. I just got this recently on Amazon. I'm gonna show you the pieces that I got from Everything But the House that are fine jewelry pieces, designer fine jewelry pieces that I got for a stupid low price. One of my favorite collections from Tiffany & Co. is the Elsa Peretti collections that they do. I love the diversity amongst the pieces, but they also seem simple enough to where you can incorporate them into your current collection. This 18 karat yellow gold Tiffany Elsa Peretti open heart necklace, this pendant I got from that website. I should wear it tonight. It's such a pretty pendant. If you hear the cherry creaking, I don't know what to do. Everything on this website is 100% authenticated as it is on the RealReal and Fashionphile. And you can see the stamping on the actual product. This is 100% authentic Tiffany and Elsa Peretti 18 karat yellow gold. The chain is mine. It didn't come with the chain. However, they do have some on their website currently that have the chain and the pendant. I just bought the pendant by itself. How pretty. Solid gold, girl. Not pure, solid. It's a difference. In addition to that one, I also got this 925 sterling silver Elsa Peretti bracelet. This one is the open heart bracelet just to match the open heart necklace. The bracelet was $150. $150. This retails, I think, for $300 on, who are these? Retails for $100. No, what am I saying? I paid $150 for it. This one I paid a little bit more, but I'll put exactly what I paid for it, but it retails for, I think, $1,800 it showed. 2 fine jewelry pieces I ordered from that website. I also ordered, and then a Gucci Boston bag that once it arrived, I just decided it wasn't my style, so I resold it. This is everything that I've ordered from that website. How it works. It is an auction-based website, so you have to fight for your life. And you gotta stay on top of everything. So the easiest way to remember while you're going about your business and doing your day-to-day that you are in the middle of an auction and you need to make sure that you win it. Set notifications on your phone, set alarms. The auctions start off at, I believe, 6 or 8 days, and you go throughout that 6 or 8 days just starting bidding $1. And then once it gets to a certain point, you bid $5 increments. And then once it gets to another point, $10 increments. And then once you get to the biggest point, it gets to like $100 or $150 increments if the piece is pricey. I will do the same thing on this website that I do on the RealReal, which is favorite that piece. I have 14 things favorited on the website under my profile right now, 2 of which end in the next 3 hours, but I'll favorite things if they're like 3 to 4 days, even 1 to 2 days out, just so I can have it saved so I don't have to go back and find it. And then once it gets closer to the date that the auction is going to end or the evening that the auction is going to end, that's when I'll start participating in the bidding process. Or if you see something that you love, put in your max bid, the max dollar amount that you're comfortable paying for that piece, and it'll auto up the bid for you up until it hits that dollar amount. Once somebody surpasses that dollar amount, girl, you out of there. You're gonna have to put in some more money. So for example, this Margiela dress, the current auction, the bid is at $120. This is a $1,500 dress. $120. You bet your sweet ass I'm finna bid on this. And I got 3 hours left, so I'm finna put my max bid in now, maybe at like $200. And most likely I'll close at like $150 or $160. If you win, it does notify you and automatically save under your profile what items you win. But once you win, it's going to withdraw the money from whatever debit card that you have on file, credit cards you have on file. Or if you prefer to use your savings account or checking account, it'll withdraw from it the next day or the same evening. I will say it ships a lot quicker once you use your credit card or debit card to win or pay for your auctioned item. If you use your checking account, it takes about 5 to 7 days. But once it ships, it arrives within like 2 days. It's very fast shipping. The processing part just takes a little bit longer. They're based out of the Midwest, I believe. So if you're in the Ohio area, if I'm not mistaken, you can pick it up. But if you're not in Ohio, it does ship. And it's $32 to $34 to ship your item to you. At least that's what it's been for me. You can also get sports memorabilia on here as well. I got Benny a Derek Jeter rookie baseball card in pristine condition, completely untouched. And it comes boxed and sealed and everything. I think I paid like $12 for it. But me, girl, I'm mainly using it for designer items and fine jewelry pieces for the low. I will say if you are looking for a specific item, this is a great website to go to. Specific popular item as like a Neverfull, a Louis Vuitton Speedy, Louis Vuitton luggage, Tiffany pieces. They're all gonna be on this website for the low. But don't be getting on here like adding in stupid high amounts as the auction. The point of doing this is for us to be getting discounts. If you want to pay retail, take your ass to the store. Those are some tips on the websites that I've been shopping on recently within the last 6 months for resale, vintage, and designer luxury items. When it comes to shopping on eBay, it's a similar process, but I go through it a little bit differently. My top 2 favorites lately, RealReal and Everything But the House. And that's where I'm gonna stay. Y'all have a blessed day. I'll see y'all later. Bye.